Yeah, I mean, tough game. Give them a lot of credit. They came out ready to play. I mean, spotted them 16. You can't do that in a big rivalry game like this. And expect to get a favorable result. A lot of positives for our guys. I mean, to fight back from 16-0 start to really to cut it to 3 at the half was big. And then really we were down late on regulation, got it to overtime. You know, Petty hit a huge shot. I thought had a lot of guys hit big shots, but we've we keep talking about this double overtime at Florida, overtime here, 1 possession, Tennessee, 2 possessions, Arkansas, after being up double digits in both those. Like, we're right there, and we have to figure out how to win games. Like, we have to figure out how to get stops when we need them. We have to figure out how to play a full 40 minutes. Well, I mean, we're capable of beating anybody in the league when we bring it for 40, but it didn't quite happen. I mean, some of the positives for us, obviously, Kira with the triple doubles, huge. I couldn't really afford to take him out of the game, so he's playing 45 minutes. It's hard, but I mean, we had to do it. Herb kind of became our second playmaker with him out, makes it tough. So thought he was huge. He didn't have a turnover until late 20 seconds to go in the overtime game. So to play almost 45 minutes without a turnover speaks to the way he controlled the game, and I thought he was unbelievable. To have a triple double and do that. And then I thought, Shaq played well for us offensively, needed his numbers, and Petty was, Petty was pretty good. Hit some shots when we needed to there late too.
Thanks, Chris. Let's take questions for Kira first. Let's start with here, Alex in front.
Kira, I'm sure it's kind of bittersweet being a loss, but what do you think about your triple double being just the second guy? How bittersweet that?
I mean, I don't really think about it right now because, we lost the game. So, nothing really matters unless if you lose. It would feel better if I won, but, we lost. So, it's a triple-double with a loss.
Other questions for Kira?
What was the mindset when you were down 16-0 in the first 4.5 minutes?
We just put the guys in, just keep battling. They was going to make a run. They was going to start off good. They wanted to play us after the first meeting, so just calm down, get to the free throw line. I think I got to the free throw line, hit 2 free throws, and then after that we responded great.
So last question for Kira on the far right.
Kira, when did you find out that Herb would be playing in this game, and what did that mean after that?
I found out, I think somebody fouled or something, ball went out of bounds, and he checked in.
What did it mean, though, to have him on the court for this game?
He was that's a warrior, to play with one hand, do what he did in 7 minutes, Not many people in the world can do that. So my hat's off to him, we needed him. He made big-time plays, got big-time rebounds. They tried to ice him to win the game going into overtime, and he shot an air ball. So that basically describes him in one play, true warrior, great defender. Hats off to him for playing with one hand, basically.
Okay, thanks, Kira. Very good. Go ahead and take questions for Nate Oats. If you have a question, just raise your hand and I'll call you out. Let's start with you, Alex.
Can you go into the decision to actually play? Just yesterday you were, it'd probably be another week, so what changed in the last week?
Well, Clark, our trainer, basically, they worked him out a little bit Sunday. He was super sore Monday, Tuesday. They gave it another go. They came in early this afternoon. He kind of shot a little bit, and then he showed me how he had it wrapped up. Got approved by the league office, and the officials said, look, I think we can play him some. It was more to get, the way Clark put it, to get some bullets in before we try to put him in against LSU. He thought, I guess after giving him Monday and Tuesday completely off, like they didn't do anything, no work. They did some right-hand stuff, but the ball didn't touch his left hand. They said, let's try to get him in when we know we're going to defense and not going to have to play any offense. So if you noticed, every single time there was a whistle where we were going to defense with under a minute going into the media timeout, we'd put him in, hoping that he could play more defensive possessions than offensive possessions and just get him some live reps before we play him Saturday. Hopefully Saturday we can play him a lot more minutes than he did. You look, he's plus 13 in 7 minutes. Talk about an impact on the game. It's pretty good impact on the game, be plus 13 when you're in for 7 minutes.
Far back right, Cecil.
Coach, we talked after the Georgia game about just playing through stuff, just playing through situations. You didn't call a timeout in a 16-0 run. Was that what you were trying to do there, just play through it?
Yeah, a little bit. Some of that I didn't Yeah, we got to figure out how to stop some runs. And I mean, I talked to the guys, like, it's going to be loud in there. You guys got to huddle. You got to coach each other. You got to, Kyrie, you got to run the team. You got to get guys where they want. We're not going to be able to hear us all the time. So, yeah, I mean, sometimes better off letting them figure some stuff out. Maybe I should have called one in there in the middle of it. Sometimes I think they need to figure stuff out on their own and grow, mature.
Seemed like they did.
Yeah, they did. I mean, we got to the first media, and it was, I think, might have been 16 zip, Kyrie going to the free throw line, if I remember right. I think he cut it to 14, 16 to 2. The rebounds were 10-1 at the point. I think they got the next one, so I think we started out down 11-1 on the glass. To be out rebounded by 16, it's not a recipe for winning games. But I will say, after that first 4 to 5 minutes of the game, we got out rebounded by 6 when we started out down 10. So we got some of the same recurring themes: transition D, rebounding, fouling too much, free throw discrepancy was huge, 39 to 16. We got to figure out a way to get to the line more. Obviously, shooting as many threes as we did, we're not driving it as much, so we got to get our hands off people when they drive and not foul them as much as we do. So a lot of the same recurring themes we've had here lately.
Second row, Mike, on the right.
You talked about how close your team is to being right there. This won't go down as a quad one win, it goes down as a loss, but how much do you want the committee to look at what actually happened in this game and the drama of it all?
Yeah, I mean, Florida's a one-possession game. It goes to double overtime. This essentially becomes a one-possession game because it goes to overtime. Tennessee's a one-possession game. Arkansas is a two-possession game. There's 4 games there that are decided by 5 possessions. That even if we get half of those 4, it's a whole different deal right now. So they're supposed to look at injuries. We still got to get wins. They're not going to look at a team with 15 wins. So, we have 13 wins right now. So we got to take the remaining games, and we can't afford to give any of them away. Like, we got to accumulate as many wins as possible, and hope that they do look at the fact that Herb was out and how valuable he is to us. I mean, look at this game. He plays 7 minutes. We're plus 13 when he's in. So, I hope they don't look at just games played and not played, because he was not healthy for a month. And then he didn't play in the 2 previous losses before this one, and now he played 7 minutes. So with him, we're a completely different team. Hopefully they look at it, but we got one quad one win right now. We've got 2 chances left. One's the next game, LSU at home, and then at Mississippi State. We got to go all in and try to get those wins. They'd be crucial to us trying to make an NCAA tournament bid here late in the year.
Got follow-up, Mike?
I'm just going to say about the 22 three-pointers were an SEC record, the 59 attempted were an SEC record. How much does that meet your vision of what you wanted to do?
There's probably a few too many, to be honest with you. I mean, not too many makes. I'll take as many makes as we can get. But 59 attempts is obviously they played zone. We didn't do a great job at times of tagging it. Some of that's, we had enough guys hit them. They know they're. I don't want guys passing up shots, but we want paint touches, kick out threes. I thought too many times we didn't get a paint touch, especially against the zone. So we definitely want to play open, fast, spread out, shoot threes. Making 22's great. Even 22. To be honest with you, though, we shot 37%. If you go points per possession, the only thing it doesn't do is when you took a non-paint touch 3, it doesn't give you a chance to get fouled. So shooting 37% from 3 is, high 1.1s, like almost 1.2. Getting to the free throw line, now we didn't make free throws like we need to today. If we shoot them at 56%, we're better off shooting as many threes. But we typically make 70%. Get to the free throw line, that's 1.4. So we got to do a little bit better job getting ourselves to the free throw line. I think if you take 9 of those threes off, take 50, and get to the free throw line on 5 of those 9 possessions, it's probably a little bit different game.
So 2 more questions. We'll start in the front left here with Alex.
How do you kind of grade how the bigs played today, especially against Wiley? I know he hasn't done the double-double today.
17 rebounds. We got to do better than that. I mean, he had 6 rebounds in 10.5 minutes in the first half. At our place, he had 6 offensive rebounds, my fault. He had 7 offensive rebounds in 20 minutes at our place earlier. That was a huge point of emphasis going into this game. Like, if Wiley's going to just demolish us on the old board, it's going to be hard to win the game. We gave him 17 rebounds. He had 8 old boards. So, yeah, we got to do better. I mean, you know, wasn't probably our Big's best night. We need him to be good for us. We need Galen, JV, and Alex to be able to rebound for us. And, you know, Reese didn't shoot it well. I'm not that worried about Reese missing shots. I mean, he's a good shooter. He's going to get in the gym. He's going to hit shots for us. I'm more concerned about our rebounding issues at that spot.